I want to talk a little bit about networking and what are the best approaches for it. And I'm sure you've heard the phrase, your net work is your net worth. And the reason that that phrase is true is because nothing happens in life without other people elevating other people to move forward in life. That's what makes people progress in life. No one does it alone. The reason people progress is because other human beings are involved in the process and find value in that human being to propel your life. And the more value you give off into the world, the more you are compensated for that value. That's just how it is. Like you don't get compensated for not providing any value. So how do we provide the value? Well, we provide the value with people, okay? And the more people you know, the more opportunities that may come across your way that puts you in a situation where you can show your value to more people. So one of the ways that people like to network is they think, oh, the more people I know, the more opportunities and the better situation I'll be in. And that's fine. And that's one way to do it.
However, I want you to start to look at a different way of doing it. There are people out there that already have a network. Okay. So instead of going the numbers route where I'm going to meet as many people as possible, why don't we just go into a situation where you find somebody that already has a network and then you become friends with that person? And what ends up happening is then that person's network becomes your network. So you don't need to find a ton of different people. You just need to go to the people that have a big network. So how do you do that? Well, first you have to provide value to that person. And once you provide value to that person, then they're going to invite you into their world. And one of the things that we do is provide value without anything in return, just out of the goodness of your heart. And what happens is it leads to really amazing opportunities. I've been fortunate in my life where I have really strong relationships with some pretty high profile, I guess, famous people, celebrities, whatever you want to call them. And the way that I was able to step into those situations was I provided massive value without asking anything in return, just because I wanted to help and I knew I could help. And I was very giving. And from there, they opened up. And the longer I hung out with them, the more I met everyone in their network. And then that led to more opportunities. So there's something that I like to maybe share with you, and it's a message you can send to people that you look up to, people that you respect, people that you want to get closer to because you really love what they're doing. And it needs to come from a place of genuine respect. But one of the things I like to do is initially find someone that you look up to and send them some sort of a message that says, look, I checked out what you had said on such and such. You were on such and such interview, or maybe what you said in your book. And, that really resonated with me. And I really got a lot of value out of that. And I just wanted to shoot you this message just to say thank you. Thank you for inspiring me. And thank you for saying that. That really helped me out. And you don't ask for anything in return. You just send them this one little message, this chill message. And what that does is it gets the conversation going because what other people do is they're like, hey, could you check out this? Oh, I'd love to partner with you. Da, da, da. It's like, it's not how it works. You just be a good person and just share what inspires you from what they put out into the world. Once the conversation's going, one thing you can do is you just start to offer a way you can help. So maybe it's something like, hey, I noticed in such and such you had this. One of the things that I noticed that helps other people is if you did this to that. And I'm totally willing to help you put that together. I want to charge anything. I just believe in your mission. Something like that. What that does is it may, I mean, they may just ignore you, but they may actually say that's awesome. That sounds good to me. So for example, in my situation, like, why, I noticed that you could do this to your website, or I noticed that this and it should bring in da 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 da, and I had an idea like this, and I think it could do da da da, and something like that, right? And then from there, conversation starts. Then you show you know what you're doing. You give massive value, and then this starts the friendship. Then before you know it, you go to their home, you start to become friends with them. Then high profile people go to their home as well. And then you meet them because you're hanging out with that person. And then they know you're friends with that person. And then all of a sudden, their network becomes your network. And that is a strategy that, looking back on it, it's not like it was planned. It's just what I've done. And it's led to really amazing opportunities. So I just wanted to share that with you all, to for those that may wondering, like, how in the world do I meet certain people? How do I get in a situation like this? Because, you know, I don't want to like mention all the names of like these celebrity people that I'm friends with, but they're really good friends of mine. I can call them, I can go to their home, they'll pick up the phone, can collaborate with them. And it all started from this. It all started from being of service without asking anything in return whatsoever, and then proving that I can make a difference in their life in the positive side of things. And once that happened, then I was invited into their worlds. And this is numerous celebrities at this point. And it led to network, an amazing network that now that has happened from those networks. So, it's not how many people, that's one way is you can just have as many people you meet as possible, and opportunities will come your way for sure. But then there's also the strategy of the quality of relationships, and the type of relationships that you nurture. And one of the fastest paths there is to go to who has a great network and who do I look up to and how can I be of service? And then from there, you'll be amazed at what happens. I'm living proof of it. I've repeated this process numerous times. It's not just a one instance. So I know it's not theory. I know it 100% works. So that's the message for you all on this video. If you want to go on this journey of life with me and like talking about how to ways to elevate our life and career and everything, don't forget to hit subscribe. I love seeing where you guys are up to, and I just like to hear from you all. So if you don't mind, if you just leave a comment on the video, I like to know who's here, like who's listening to these things. Just say hi, whatever. Just it doesn't just say hi. I just want to know that there's someone here because I know I see that there's views. I see that you guys are hitting like on these videos. Sometimes it's nice to just put a name to the to who's here so we can continue this journey together. And it's just nice to put a name to the face. Okay. So it's Paulo Tremonos. Appreciate you guys and take care. Bye bye. There's a Passion Builders online channel.